Hi guys, from this lecture onwards we are going to see some basic commands of Linux operating system. So first of all, the first command that we are going to see is finding yourself with pwd. Okay, so first of all we need to open the terminal window, which you can open from here by clicking on this black window, or you can open it from here. In favorite you will see terminal illuminator. Okay, so after opening this, as you can see that the text that is not very visible, so what you need to do here is simply press Ctrl and plus, so it will zoom in. Okay, it will increase the size of text that you have here. Okay, so now guys, the first of all we are going to talk about this command, which is pwd. So now let's learn about this. So unlike when you are working in a graphical user interface, which is also called a GUI environment like Windows or Mac OS, so the command line in Linux does not always make it apparent which directory you are presently in. So directory means folder. Okay, so what I mean, directory is equal to folder. Okay, so when I say directory, so simply it is folder. Okay, so this doubt is clear now. So it is very difficult to see in which directory currently you are working on the command line. So to simply navigate to a new directory, you usually need to know where you are currently. So the present working directory, which is pwd, so what is the full form? Present working directory. So this is a form of this command, present working directory. So what this command will do, so this command will simply returns your location within which directory you are currently working on. Okay, suppose that I want to know in which directory currently I am working on. So what I need to do here is simply I need to type pwd and hit enter. So after hitting enter, as you can see that currently I am working on home Kali. Okay, so currently I am working on home Kali. So as I have logged in as a normal user, suppose that in case you have returned like hyphen root, if you type this pwd in terminal and you have output like this, so what does this mean? So this is telling me I'm in the root users directly, and because you logged in as a root when you started Linux, so you should be in the root users directory too. Okay, so this is nothing but one level below the forward slash. Okay, so this is how you can see in which directory currently you are working on. So what you need to do here is simply type pwd and hit enter. You can see that you are currently working on this particular directory. So if you want to see the directory, what you need to do here is simply go to this folder and open, or you can see a file system here. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You can see that home Kali. So if you open the terminal, now you can see that currently I am in home Kali and home Kali. So later on we will be seeing that how you can access all of these folders using this terminal window. So this is all about this lecture, and the summary of this lecture is that if you want to know in which folder you are or in which directory you are working on, you need to type pwd in terminal and it will simply output the location where you are currently working on. So this is all for this lecture, guys. Hi everyone, in this quick lecture I am going to show you how to find out the username the currently you are working on. Suppose that you are working on this particular system that you have here, but you don't know the username or you forget the username. So what is the command that you can use to see the username of this particular system? Suppose that, as you all know that in Linux, the one all-powerful super user or system administrator is named as root, and it has all the system privileges needed to add users, change passwords, change privileges, and so on. So obviously you don't want just anyone to have the ability to make such changes. So you want someone who can be trusted and has proper knowledge of that operating system. So as a hacker, you usually need to have all those privileges to run the programs and commands you need. So many hacker tools won't work unless you have root privileges. So you will simply want to log in as a root user. So if you have forgotten whether you are a root user or another user, so you can use the command whoam to see which user you are logged in as. So what you need to do is, suppose that I'm in a scenario like I'm working on a desktop and I don't know the name of the user currently I'm working on. So what I can do here, but I know one command. With the help of that I can see the username of this particular system. So now let's see how we can work with this. Okay, so as we all know that for writing the command we need terminal. Okay, so what we need terminal. So this is very clear. For writing the command in the command line we need terminal. So as you all know that you can open terminal in two ways, from here or from here. Okay, so I'm going to open it, and for zooming in you all know that you need to press Ctrl and plus. So when you press Ctrl and plus simultaneously, you can see that it is zooming in. Now you can see that the text is now visible. Okay, so what you need to, as we all know that the scenario is like I don't know the username of this particular operating system. So how you can note that? Okay, so what you need to do here is simply type who am I. So this is the command. So now simply hit enter. So after hitting enter, as you can see that I am Kali. So this is the username. Suppose that you have logged in as a root user. Suppose that you have logged in as a root user. So when you type who am I, so what it will return? It will simply return you root, because you are a root user and this is the username of this system. Okay, so currently I'm not the root user, I'm just another user. So the name of this particular user is Kali, so it will return Kali to you. So this is the basic quick lecture to find out who you are, and simply this is used for checking your login with who am I. Okay, so this is all for this lecture, guys. Thank you for watching this lecture. Hello everyone, welcome back to another lecture. In this lecture, we are going to see one of the most frequently used command and one of the most important command in Linux operating system. So the command name is change directory, which is also called as cd. So now let's start with that. Cd, what does it mean? Change directory, and directory is equal to folder. Okay, so as we all know that. So simply it is used to change directories from the terminal. So if you want to change the directory from the terminal, so you simply use cd command. Okay, so if you want to see, suppose that I want to change suppose currently I'm working on, let's see, currently I'm working on which directory. So currently I'm working on home Kali. Now I want to change this particular directory into etc, which is nothing but it contains the Linux system configuration files. etc cd, I want to change it to etc. Okay, so I want to change directory to etc. So what does it mean? I want to change the directory to etc, and etc is the place where it contains the Linux system configuration files. What does it contain? It contains configuration files of Linux operating system. Now what you need to do here is simply, this will be the syntax cd, and this is the place, or this is the path where I want to go in. Okay, so now simply hit enter. So after hitting enter, you can see that you can see this particular thing. So this is indicating that currently I am on etc. So suppose that if you want to see, okay, so before going to it, I want to see I'm in it or not. So how you can see that? What you need to do here is simply type pwd and hit enter. So after hitting enter, you can see that currently I am in this particular directory, which is etc, which contains the Linux configuration files. Is this clear? Now I think this thing is very clear. Now guys, suppose that you want to go back, or in other words, I can say that suppose you want to move one level up, because initially we were in this. So this is one level up one, this is the level. Okay, this is the level. Now you got into this particular directory, so this is one level down. Okay, this is one level down because you got here from here. Okay, so now suppose that you want to go back one level up. So how you can do that? Suppose that you want to go one level up. So what you need to do here is simply type cd and with the space two dots. So what it will do, it will move you one level up. After hitting enter, as you can see that we are inside the root of the file system. So we are in the place pwd. So after hitting enter, you can see that we are in this place. Okay, so this is how you can work with this. Suppose that you want to move two level up. So what you can do, you can use double dot. Suppose that you want to move three level up, you can do that. So this is how it works. And guys, I hope you understand this, and this is the most important command that you are going to use very frequently while using Linux operating system. So this is all for this lecture. I hope you guys understand it, and thank you for watching this lecture.